So on the Dumpling AI website, we have a number of free AI tools, and one of these AI tools is a AI YouTube summarizer. So basically, sometimes you come across an interesting video, but you may not have the time to invest into watching that video, or sometimes it's just a super long video that you don't want to watch, and you just want to get the key points, the key insights, the golden nuggets out of that YouTube video. So what this tool is it gives you a form, you can paste in a YouTube video, you press start chat, and then it just gives you that video content. So if I just put in one of my own YouTube videos here, which is around social media content with Recraft V3, I just submit this and you can see that the AI agent is pulling the transcript and then getting me the summary that I want. And then after it's done this, I can continue to chat to the agent as well to ask follow-up questions if I want to. So what we're going to do today is show you how you can build something like this. So I built all of this in Dumpling AI and then I just embedded it onto my website. So you can do the same, you can embed it onto your website, you can share it with your friends, all that sort of stuff. So it's actually super simple. What we're going to do is go into Dumpling AI. You need to sign up for an account. You can do this on the free plan to start with. Depending on the volume of videos that you're summarizing and that sort of stuff, you may need to upgrade eventually, but you can definitely start for free. And what we're going to do is go to the agents section. Now, once we're here, we just need to create a new AI agent and we're just going to start from scratch. You can use one of the templates, but because this is a tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how you actually do something like this. So I'm going to call this the YouTube video summarizer, right? And then I'll just say a helpful agent that summarizes YouTube videos. And for the prompt, you can write your own, or I usually use the generate prompt because it speeds things up a little bit by getting the AI to write the first draft of my prompts. I'll say the user will provide a YouTube video URL. You need to fetch the transcript, then provide a summary with the key points from the video. So I press generate and it's going to generate a first draft of that prompt for me. So it's generated a first draft of that prompt, looks pretty good. So now I can start previewing my agent if I want to. So if I paste in my URL again, actually, wait, I forgot something. So I need to give it the ability to actually fetch YouTube video transcripts. So I press get YouTube transcript here. So I'm going to add that as a tool. So I give my agent access to that tool. I'm going to quickly check my prompt here. I don't need it to output as a JSON. So usually you get it to output as a JSON if you're using it in a automation. Here we're just building the chatbot, so we don't need this. That broadly looks okay. So that should work. And then if I just type my video in and press enter, it should then go fetch the transcript and then give me a summary, basically what I showed you earlier. Now, if you wanted to share this with other people, because it's a chatbot, you do want to put some constraints on it. Because if you gave them an empty chatbot like I had before, they can type in anything, right? They can type in, hi, what's your name? Like they can do things that are not what your agent or chatbot is intended to do. So what you want to do is constrain how they can start the conversation, right? So obviously this summary looks really good. So what we're going to do is come into advanced settings here. You can change your model if you want. I'm just going to leave it as auto. I'm going to press start conversation with a form. So what this will do is instead of starting with a chat interface, we start with a form. So I'm going to add form field. And here I'm going to just write YouTube video URL. And here I'll have a placeholder. I'm just going to pick one example of what they need to paste in. And I'll make that a required field. Now, if I just refresh my chat here now, you'll see that it actually starts with a form. And now if I put in the YouTube video here, it'll start that chat and it'll do the exact same thing. The other thing here is whether I want to hide tool usage from end users. Now, for something like fetching YouTube transcript, you don't need to hide it because I guess it's like a cool thing that the user can see the agent do. For some other tools that you're using, maybe you're saving the user's details to your database or something like that, you might not want to expose that to your end user, so you can use something like this to hide the tool. For now, we're going to disable this, so we're not hiding tool use from end users, so they'll see the agent making those separate tool calls. Cool. So now we're done with the build. Like that only took us 2 minutes. We're done with our complete build. Now all we need to do is share this or embed this in our website, right? So we're just going to click share here. You can change it to anyone with a link and you can copy the embed code and put that into your website, or you can just copy a link and share that with your audience or with your friends. And if you want to see what that looks like, you can open it in a new tab and it basically looks like this. It's like a nice little clean interface for people to use. The only other thing I'll say is if you're sharing this more broadly, you probably want to put a token limit on the number of tokens used each time it does this summary. So what I want to say is for the prompt token limit, I want to do 5,000. So this is basically how many tokens the AI agent will take in per time. And this is more of a concern if you have a long running conversation. Basically what this will do is if your conversation starts to get too long, it'll start to cut that conversation. So it's only taking the 5,000 recent tokens, because some people will keep chatting with your agent, right? And as the conversation gets longer, the cost per message increases because you're passing more and more tokens into the large language model. And then in terms of response tokens, is just how long of a response you want the AI agent to respond with. And usually for something like a YouTube summary, 2,000 tokens is more than enough. Like you probably get away with 1,000 here if you really wanted to. I'm just going to save the agent here, and that is that. So I just show you an example now. I'll come back here. This is sort of what I showed you earlier when you share a link with someone else, and that person doesn't need to have a Dumpling AI account. You can just press start chat here, goes straight into this chat interface. Oh, whoops, I just pasted in the Dumpling AI link instead of the YouTube video link, which is why it's not working, which is expected. So let me just copy a YouTube link again, and then I refresh this page, and I'm going to paste in the YouTube URL. And this time it should work when it tries to fetch it from YouTube. And in about 2 seconds, it should respond. There we go. Now it's responding. And I can ask follow-up questions and basically all that I need. Now, if you watch my last video, you'll see how you can use this as a lead capture tool. So you can put something like this on your website where it's like they get the summary, or maybe before they get the summary, the AI agent will ask them for their name and their email. And then your AI agent will automatically save that name and email to, let's say, a Google Sheet or Airtable database before they get then giving them the YouTube summary, right? So you can use stuff like this as a lead magnet, a way to engage with your audience or potential customers to then convert into your conversion action. So whether that's a meeting or whatever else you want your prospects to do. But yeah, that's basically it. Just wanted to show you how quick and easy it is to build a AI tool like this. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next